Start back, of course, talking FF7, talking Rebirth. We have an update for the upcoming State of Play on February 6th, of course, the FF7 Rebirth dedicated State of Play. We actually have the time now in terms of the length of the showcase. It comes to us from PlayStation Canada for some reason. I guess technically it doesn't matter the actual source, but it just seemed kind of random. So they dropped this tweet this morning that says, there's more State of Play on the way. Tune in next Tuesday, February 6th at 3:30 p.m. PT, 6:30 p.m. ET for nearly 20 minutes of new Final Fantasy VII Rebirth gameplay. See you next week. So already knew from like previous like discussions of the State of Play that it was going to be like a decent look at Rebirth because they've said like an extended look at the game. And to me, in my mind was always like 15 to 20 minutes sounded about right, maybe longer if they wanted to go longer. So the 20-minute mark or about 20 minutes of new Rebirth gameplay, which is interesting. That's pretty exciting. Like that could be a lot of different stuff, you know. And I know people are a little hesitant about this event, but at least according to like some of the Square Enix like social media managers on Twitter, it's not really too spoilery. So we had this exchange on Twitter where Chad Concelmo, who's like a PR guy for Square Enix, had tweeted out about the event coming up. Somebody replied saying, knowing Square Enix's record of ultra-spoiling games close to release, it's a no, no, no. To which he replied yesterday and said, this one is not too spoilery, but I respect your decision. It's obviously good to hear, but it's also quite vague, obviously. And the thing I've learned doing YouTube for a long time is that people are subjective, very subjective when it comes to spoilers. Like what is spoilers? The most minor details I've talked about in videos or at the most minor details in like thumbnails or titles, and people just freak out in the comments about it being a big, massive spoiler. And then there's other people who just don't give a shit. Even people that are like new to FF7 and I talk about certain things that just don't really care, don't deem that a spoiler. So it's obviously going to be subjective in general. But he does say it's not too spoilery, which would maybe imply that there is some level of spoilers. So it might be something you want to miss. It's 20 minutes of brand new gameplay, so there's just a lot of possibilities of what that could be. That's a long time to show off a game, and we don't know if it's like 20 minutes in like one location, like they just like, I don't know, go to a certain chapter and just play for like 20 minutes, or if they're going to be kind of hopping around and showing off gameplay for like maybe mini games and other locations and stuff. So there's just stuff that could be a spoiler. They're probably not going to show anything too crazy with this. The final trailer for sure. We'll probably, like, there's a couple things we haven't seen yet in any of the trailers, like Temple of the Ancients, right? Like we've seen like in like the game menu when you're looking at the characters and like the stats and shit over there, like you can see what looks like maybe Temple of the Ancients in the background, right? But we've not really seen that in the trailers yet. That's probably final trailer shit. They're not going to show off anything too crazy with this showcase, but I would obviously be very hesitant with the final trailer for sure. Definitely talk about it. We'll discuss. We'll break it down the usual shit. We probably won't do a reaction just because it's like upwards of 20 minutes. We usually just kind of react to trailers or whatever. That's just a little too long. But we'll do like we did with like the TGS showcase, where like we'll download the VOD and we'll kind of, I'll be watching it the first time as I'm making the video. So it'll be similar kind of to a reaction. I'll watch to a point where I think there's something worth talking about. We'll stop and we'll talk about it. The usual shit. That's kind of it though. It's a short video. I mean, it's really just about the runtime. It's about a 20-minute showcase for FF7 Rebirth. What are your thoughts? Anyways, that's the video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Social networks in the description below. Follow me on Twitter, dashingdavidbusiness. That's it. Bye. If we get like a new camera situation going on here, I'm going to punch this thing for real.
Used to care what people thought, but now I care more. And nobody out here's got it figured out. So therefore, I've lost all hope of a happy ending, depending on whether or not it's worth it. So insecure, no one's perfect. We spend it with no shame. We blow that like Coltrane. We in here like Rogaine, or leave it like Cobain.